Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the new Hot Toy 1/6 scale figure and die cast with some LED lighter features for the Iron Patriot figures, which is this guy. And so first I thought it's a Captain America in the Iron Man suit, but actually it is not. It is the Norman Osborn version of this from the comic apparently. I did a bit of research on that because I don't really know about this guy. So I thought, what? But I don't know anything about Norman Osborn getting Iron Man suit. But anyway, I do like the look of the suit color scheme. It's basically the same as the original Mark 47, which is from the Spider-Man Homecoming. So they just repainted it and then have the shield on, a little bit different shoulder pad, and the head sculpt. And that's it. That's the only thing difference. And of course, the chest plate is another obvious one. Other than that, they're exactly the same mold, the same thing. It's just a different color scheme with a little bit tweak and modify stuff. And in terms of accessory wise, they're pretty much the same as well. Exactly. In fact, they're exactly the same one. It's just it has a shield. That's the only difference, to be honest. So I wasn't gonna get it because they're kind of expensive in the UK, but then I managed to get this one for, guess what, £185 from the UK retailer called masterreplica.com. Which I thought, oh, wow, okay, it's a good price. Everywhere else is selling it for 200 plus. So I don't know why they can sell it so cheap. So I was a little bit skeptical and then did a little bit of research because I don't want it to be another toy wonderland experience, And those of you who know, who has been collecting for a long time, you probably know the story of it. So I did a little bit of research and the UK trusted pilot, and the rating is unfortunately not so good either. It's only like 2.7 or something like that, which I thought, oh my god, here we go again. Maybe that's why they're a little bit cheap. But I decided to give it a go and have a little bit, benefit of the doubt and order this guy. And then luckily they sent it to me within a week, and I got it in my hand as you can see here. But there's slight little issues with the little paint scratch on the shield. I don't think it's the store problem. I think it's a Hot Toy problem. Or maybe they ship it and then it's during the transportation it happened a little bit scratching and stuff like that on the shield. But I got it so cheap, so I can't be bothered to make a fuss about it and demanding for more discount, which I don't think is fair. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So I'm gonna show you to you where the scratches is. I'm just gonna show you later. But yeah, let's take a pause on that one, and then so you get a little bit closer look in a second. And I also made since I got this guy from them, I'd also made another pre-order for Spider-Man Purple Rain suit, which I also want to get that one. I think they're gonna ship it to me in the end of this month or something like that. So even though the figure is already out in Asia, and but in UK, as you know, they're a bit slow. Anyway, so in terms of accessory, right? So they come in these pair of hands. So they are basically blaster effect. So they are made of rubber. So the paint quality is different from the articulated hands that you can see over there because they're plastic and these are rubber. So it's not the same. And also you have a pair of fists as usual. Nothing exciting, just a fist. But I put the articulated hands instead of fists because mainly it just looks better with the paint because a bit more glossy. In terms of chest plate wise, you can actually swap with this blue one and with the red one. But I don't think it goes well because it's too much blue here. So I don't think most people will use this, and I'm just gonna leave it there. But what I do like is the paint on the this glass chest reactor is actually, well, it's not paint, it's just a normal white plastic piece actually. But what I'm trying to say is it does look like it is turned on with the LED light up behind the scene. But on here, obviously they don't do it that well on the eye, but on the chest it's kind of cool with the frosted kind of effects. And they also have the swappable piece on the shoulder, rocker piece, all right? And they're magnet, by the way. Okay, and also the same for the pair of hands. So this is a hand cover. You can swap with this or you can put it with this. So you can see that the rocket detail is quite good with the blue color and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the accessory wise. Now the display base, which I never actually use in any of my figures because I always try to rely on the feet and just keep it standing there. And display base take a lot of space, and so I don't really use that. But the new Iron Man figures, they all using this kind of LED features display base, which is better than standalone plastic one. But you know, it's still made of plastic. It still feel a little bit cheap, but still had some paint effects and stuff, which is not too bad. But it has LED feature with a USB, so I'm gonna plug it in and see whether it does work. Now, okay, gonna have to dim it. So there we go. This is what it looks like, and you also have another all around as well, which is good. Not very bright as I was hope, but better than nothing, I would say. And I really wish that they actually put this LED features on the figure as well. Unfortunately, they don't have it like the Thor figures, which is a shame. Yeah, so this is the magnet Captain America shield, which is really good. You can put it either side. Doesn't really matter. Now let's look at the LED features. So LED features on the eye is okay. My batteries are popping out now because I didn't actually, what do you call it? I didn't actually seal it properly. Does it also turn on? Probably not. 1 second. Okay, I just turned on the battery and put all the battery back in, and so this is what it looks like. Now I can also put the battery on the bow of the arm and also on the leg as well, but that's just too much effort for just to turn on the light for a few seconds really. So I'm just gonna give you a taste of what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. It's not very bright. Maybe the battery is running low, and this is the problem with these button cell battery. I really hate it. And they just so much effort, and you gotta take it out just to take a few pictures, and then you gotta have to switch it off. Some people leave it there, which is not a good idea. They all turn acidy for a few months later, so best to take it out. Don't leave it there. Otherwise you're gonna ruin your figures, and they are expensive, so you know. I can't even bother to take it out from the pack, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So I'm just gonna reuse some of the battery from other figures just to show you what it looks like. Now Mark 47, or aka Mark 46, because it come from, they actually have a lot of LED features. So you got one on the chest reactor and also one mini arc reactor here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and also at the back you also have 2 more as well, which is really cool. This one has the most amount of LED features you have ever seen. It's crazy. And also on the arm, so which I'm gonna have to turn on the light in a second. And also on the arm, one on the bicep and also one on the hand, which you can actually swap it out. You can see that there's a one LED features and also one on the R reactor on the hand as well. This is the same for all Iron Man figures. And also for the legs, you got one here, and you also have one on the knee and also on here as well. So you got 3 more on the leg. So it is so many LED features on these figures, which is crazy. But it's just so annoying that you have to put so many battery, and you can see how many batteries here. Right? Why they still cannot do it with a USB plug in this time of 2025, in this time in modern days like this? Just put it in the back or something like that, and it will lit up all of them. So that'll be a lot better, isn't it? But why they still cannot figure it out, I don't know. Come on, Hot Toys, step up your game a little bit. Okay, so that is the LED features. Now, in terms of articulation wise, they are basically the same. And also, by the way, before I show you the articulation, wow, you can see some of the flux can open, just like the other guy over there. So they do open, and also another one here. I think all these little flux can open up. Also underneath there, you got all the little detail as well, which is very nice. Okay, so that is a good detail. I'm happy with that. So then you have all the typical articulation. As usual, you got obviously the head can go up and down. You can go really good range actually, because this one can make it look like flying pose like the other guy. And so you can go up very, very high for the head, but it kind of looks weird with a hollow neck down here. But I'm not complaining. And then you got rocket port that you can swap. And shoulder pad, you can obviously move it around. You can move a little bit. Arm can go all the up and down. Bicep can swivel. And the hand can go all the way up. Decent range, you know, so all these Iron Man figures, they're pretty much all the same, to be honest. So yeah, so that is that. I'm not going to do the chest and stuff because I don't want to mess around all the cabling in the background. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. They can actually swivel, and you can also crouch and so on and so forth. And leg also the same, but this thigh can go, you know, swivel, they can spread out. And also kneecap can also come up like this, but they are kind of stiff because they're pretty heavy die cast here, especially on the leg. And then you got the leg that can actually keep it flat on the ground. That's like that. Okay, so sorry that I'm not going to show too much articulation because they're pretty much the same. I'm just going to leave it like this in my display shelf and not going to mess around too much. So that's how it is going to be. All right, so in terms of the comparing with the other guy, which is Mark 47, you don't get any of these fire effects like this one, unfortunately. But I'm fine with that. I'm not complaining. And you can see the chest is different. This one has a lot of wear and tear, all the weathering effects and all the battle damage. But this one is completely clean. There is no paint damage or scratchings or anything like that, because I think this one is straight out from the showroom or something. This one, it seems to be already in the battle, all the fightings and all the scratches and stuff on the shoulder and stuff like that. You can actually see if I show you a little bit closer. And that's how it is supposed to be in this Mark 47. And the shoulder pad is different as well. You can see here, right? So these shoulder pads are different. The head is also different. So apart from that, they are pretty much the same, really. Now, I just want to show you the shield. The shield is basically has very similar, but with the Captain America. But you can see here, there are some scratches here, which you might not be able to see it very clearly with the light, but it is there. If you look closely, you can actually see a little bit. It's a minor thing, really, but yeah, for some people who has an OCD, probably this is gonna be annoying them. So on this one, it's quite noticeable. It's quite a long scratch here, but yeah. Anyway, I'm happy with the price that I paid for, so there we are. All right, so I hope that this video is helpful. If you're thinking of getting one of these figures, I think they are still awesome figures, to be honest. I just don't like chrome paint too much. I prefer these natural looking paint, original look, which is a bit more, you know, realistic to me. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.